It's tracking your movements. Speaking of, you know what else tracks your movements?
What's that?
Robot in Titanfall.
Oh, really?
Maybe it does.
Maybe.
Titanfall 2 was announced, guys. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
It's coming to PS4.
That was like
exclusive.
When I first got
How funny would that be?
When I first got my Xbox and Titanfall came out, because I got the whole Titanfall bundle, those first 2 weeks on the game were an absolute blast.
Yeah.
Like, I love playing it. And then I was like, where's the story mode? And I was like, oh, wait a second.
Where's the story mode, guys?
I was so excited. I finished playing it. I was like, I think we're going to play story mode. And they're like, you're in it, man.
This is story
I'm like,
mode,
what?
Dude, you know what I
This
think?
is it.
I think that Titanfall 2 is going to kind of be like a Halo and Halo 2 scenario. The original Halo was very well accepted and it was very successful and people loved it. Like, wow, this is great. But then Halo 2 came out and that is really what solidified Halo is like just a phenomenal franchise. Like Halo 2 is really what set the tone for like how awesome a shooter can be and like just that franchise in general. It like skyrocketed after Halo 2, and I think Titanfall 2 they clearly have a huge opportunity here because the lack of story mode. Obviously, it's definitely going to have a story mode in the sequel, and they can only improve upon the really fun multiplayer.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
the
they have
multiplayer was
confirmed that
awesome.
they're working on a narrative of some sort.
Yeah, so I mean that has potential to be a really awesome campaign.
I mean, even if it didn't have a story mode, I'd get it again just to play a reamped multiplayer. Because multiplayer is fun.
The thing is, I don't know if I'd get it again. Like, I don't just want more of the same.
Well, real quick, if you've been living under a rock, Titanfall 2 was announced, and it's coming to everything. Literally, it's coming to the 3DS, it's coming to the Wii U, it's coming
Is it
to
really?
Going to old.
I was gonna say, what the
It's
heck?
coming to the Nintendo Entertainment System.
PlayStation
It's coming to
2?
everything. Yeah, exactly. PS4, Xbox One, PC.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I don't know how, because it runs off the cloud. That's like what all the Xbox fanboys would say. This is never coming to PlayStation because of the cloud. Well, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People say
Anywho,
the cloud. Think of the claw from Toy Story.
The claw.
who says the little aliens?
Yeah,
I haven't seen
three
Toy
aliens.
Story
Vending
in
machine
forever.
aliens.
But yeah, it's
Visitors from the outside or strangers.
Strangers.
it's coming to everything. And yeah, I know we kind of like, that's what's funny is we automatically got into it, but yeah, Titanfall 2 is coming out. Nothing was literally said, but it's being made and stuff. Obviously, it needs a story mode.
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
I think it's going to happen. Every single person I talked to about Titanfall has the exact same thing to say about it. Dude, that was so much fun, but they should do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And so...
Nobody,
yeah.
the mechanics of that game are solid.
They got the
Oh,
gameplay
no,
down.
It feels awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, so they need to improve, but will they put a single player mode in that game? It needs it, but
I think they're
Yeah,
they're
they
smart
have
enough
to.
to do that. They would never not do that.
And when
I
you
think
say
at
how
this point,
how smoothly that game played, I could be getting my ass kicked in Titanfall, and I was still having fun. And that's something to be said, because if I like
yeah, because you can still shoot bots and stuff to make you feel like you're doing
so,
something.
yeah, that's what it
Making
was.
It, like,
It's-
appeases
if you're
the
just having a
sucky
bad night on
players.
Halo or Call of Duty, you hate the world because you just keep dying. But if I'm like really mad at Titanfall, I'm like, oh, at least I'm killing something.
Yeah. And just it's like it's fun enough to get in a mech. I've never played a game where like controlling a mech was so like fluid.
They definitely
and,
nailed
like,
the mechs.
Yeah,
Not like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know what
Like,
you mean.
You're in an agile machine. It was awesome. Like nobody is denying that. Like the mechanics of this
Yeah.
game are amazing. It's just like you said. There are shortcomings. Like I don't own an Xbox One. Unfortunately, I will be getting one soon. I've played Titanfall a handful of times, and I feel like I've experienced everything in that game.
same with me.
There's just not a lot of.
I watched him play we watched him play the beta for
I feel like I
like
experienced
2
it in the
weeks, and I already felt like I'd seen it all even when he played the beta.
So I mean, campaign mode, more stories and stuff. Which I kind of was thinking about this, like what if they just improve? I think a big selling point and a big thing that they really wanted to push with Titanfall was the multiplayer story mode, or as if it's like weaved in a multiplayer match. If they could just really like expand on that, I don't think they would need just truly a single player mission. Like imagine a game where you could start up a campaign and you're automatically with everybody. Like I don't think that's been done before. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think it has, but the problem I had with it is because I was playing with all my friends and talking to them and there's just so many distractions.
Yeah.
When you play online, I had no idea what was going on in the story.
Oh,
Absolutely not. That's the thing is like normally when like everybody's at work or I'm like up late or something, and I'm like I'm gonna play a single player. I like focus in. Most of the games I don't even play on hard difficulties because I want to enjoy the story.
Yeah.
I want to just go through, see how the decisions I make affect the game, and then play it through. And with Titanfall, I was like once I figured out I was playing the story mode that I didn't know I was playing. I had no idea what was going on at all because I was just talking to my friends and getting mad.
I feel like if there was a standard story progression, because I think that's what's cool about Titanfall is you are these pilots, and you're commanding these mechs and stuff, but you're a group of these pilots.
Yeah.
So obviously, even if they did a story mode, you wouldn't be like a lone pilot running through. It'd be a lot of people, and I think that's what really makes it cool is you're with these other people, with these mechs dropping and going through and stuff. So I feel like it'd have to be. It'd have to be multiplayer. I can't see it being.
I think a cool thing to do with that, and see if you get what I'm saying here, how they did with Halo ODST. Say they've just had your single player story, and all the online stuff is still progressing through the story, but picking up in different parts, and so you know what's going on, but you don't have to pay as close attention because you already kind of know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you're just filling in the gaps with all of your friends. Yeah. Instead of because like I said, that was just the thing with me is I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
But.
And it's hard to with everybody it's like I'm capturing A, B, and C, and there's a story going on.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I feel like they could build on making you feel more important in the story. Like every time you got dropped out of that ship, it just seemed like you're with your buddies, just going to do.
And that's
mission.
the nice thing about like Halo and stuff like that is you're like, dude, I'm the hero.
Like, yeah, you
if
know
I
you're
fall,
Master
everyone
Chief.
else dies.
Yeah.
Like I guess that's a really good point. Is like you're like, well, it's cool that I'm a pilot and I'm here with everybody else, but it's not like I'm the hero of this story.
Like
that's a great thing about video games is because you can jump out of your own skin and be someone who
Yeah.
you could never be, like Master Chief,
Yeah.
or
like your person doesn't need to have an identity, but you need to feel like you're doing something important that's worthwhile.
What if you
in
were
the
a part
game.
of a crew of people? Because, like I said,
that with like
it
more
has to be
personal custom
multiplayer.
with more
It
personal
has to be.
customation,
Yeah.
I think would help a lot.
Because they're not going to have like the Master Chief and then everybody else is just like
Exactly. I feel like if the
dudes following
customization went a little bit further, there was more like I don't know, like ID tagging, like with your name everywhere, something something that made it really personal. I think that would be really.
Or maybe they could take like something that Evolve did, like give each like maybe not roles, but everyone has a different look. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you
Maybe
mean. Like
different roles and
class,
stuff.
class rank. Like
I mean,
everyone's
it's
the
what
same,
happened.
but yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, but like where all the looks are like one class is like distinctively different than the other.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I guess to make
What
you
do you
feel
think?
more unique
Yeah, I mean,
when
it
you
also
play the
cool to
game.
me. I'm just kind of listening.
Yeah, I
Like
gotcha.
to make
I
you
mean, I
feel
don't really
more
have any
unique.
big ideas
Yeah.
for it. So.
I have a pretty good idea, I think. Vince Sempella, I think that's your name. If you want to steal this, like, whatever, dude, just steal it.
Yeah, and we do know he's confirmed to be watching tonight. So.
Yes, he comments on all our videos.
Yeah.
He's like, good job, guys. But talk about Titanfall.
You almost made it.
I wasn't even
Sure,
trying.
what if they weaved in a multiplayer match inside of a single player game? Get this. If in this story, two factions, because it's about two factions, are fighting, and in a particular part in the story, it breaks off into like a multiplayer match.
Kind of like that's the battle zone you're going into. It's like cutscene, like blah, 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 and you're like kind of going through a story.
Exactly.
And then you drop
And then
in with all the other
depending
people who
on
are
if
going
you
through the same
lose,
stuff,
It'd be
the
awesome.
same
If
story
you
mode.
lose or not, it takes you a different path.
That
and
is
stuff.
brilliant.
Yeah, I think that'd be free.
That's like a massive selling point.
Yeah.
That'd be difficult to pull off, but that'd be awesome.
But if they could, it would be insane.
Yeah,
That would be
that's
cool.
a huge selling
You
point.
could make the story not very long. Have all these just big missions that maybe if you play through a campaign one time, it's like 5 missions or something. You start a mission, and depending on if you win or lose, you go through a different path of missions, and maybe you have a bad ending or a good ending. And if you're with your buddies and you're just tearing it up, and you like beat everybody, you're doing good, and you get like a good ending or something.
I think that's all. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
feel like that
or
would be really
something where
cool.
say you finish the first thing and you're about to go into big battle, and something pops up, and it's like, would you like to? Can you continue the single story mode, or do you want to go into the multiplayer battle?
Yeah, like in addition to what you're talking about, even if they had just like the normal multiplayer, like if you just want to go in and play multiplayer, have that.
of course.
But
I
one
think
thing
that's cool about them is that they want to put multiplayer and single player together. And I think that's a cool idea because nobody's really done it good before, so they can really take advantage of that.
one thing I was gonna say is that could potentially really frustrate people, and I know people that play competitive shooters like us can relate. Is what if you're in the story and like you're like very adamant about like I want to get like the good ending or like I want to win all the way through the story. Like what if you are like amazing but your teammates just suck?
That's where replayability comes in.
I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the story was short,
that's what the developer wants,
Yeah.
just for you to play their story over and over again. So
I mean,
I don't know.
no,
I mean, I still think
maybe
it's a
you
great
can
idea.
select
I would
missions.
like that a lot.
I feel like also with that point would drive you harder to like keep you more invested to be like instead of just be like on multiplayer kind of goofing off, be like I don't really care how I do this match. Be like I have to do this because I want the story to go this way.
Everybody's like busting
and like
their balls
and that's the other
good.
thing is like half the time when me and you were playing like Halo 3 or something, you can when we're like on the chat with other people and we can tell they're not even playing.
Yeah.
And we're like, come on, we're trying to win.
Yeah.
And like you can tell like half of them are like, oh my god, eat a sandwich real quick.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing is everybody's like you get on the same team, be like, all right, this is the goal. We have to do this. We want to see this ending. Like I feel like it would push people to be better at the game, or to not be as stupid. Be like, I'm gonna run down the middle of this field, just guns blazing.
Yeah. I mean, of course, there's always going to be dudes that don't give a crap about
yeah.
anything.
Like to build on that, what if they like if you beat a mission a certain way or did like something special in these missions? What if they like unlock skins or something? Like
I mean,
Halo campaigns used to do that. Like you get
The
which armor was that?
The Hayabusa, I think. The Hayabusa
talking
was
about,
collecting
like,
all the
Halo 3
skulls.
Yeah,
Armors?
like they have like the trophies if you do them all like on legendary.
I mean, you could always do that, but I think the big thing with Titanfall is like like we've basically elaborated on is their main thing that they started off with was that single player multiplayer experience, and I don't know about you guys, but I just can't picture in my mind like Titanfall being just like a Halo type campaign or something. It just doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about that getting in your mech and like having that multiplayer.
Army,
Yeah, and they have to make that
their thing.
Yeah, they have to
No,
embrace that, and it's good. Like we just said, the gameplay is phenomenal.
And
in
I
that
can,
game.
aside from just the negative comments about like not being able to focus on the story, like the innovation of trying to weave multiplayer into a single story mode is like, or just what they've already done with their first Titanfall was awesome because I'd never seen it before.
Yeah.
Correction, somebody did try to do that before. That game Blink.
I remember. Brink, you mean?
Brink.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
red boxed that like 3 years ago or whenever it came
Wasn't
out.
good game.
No,
Wasn't good.
Wasn't good.
wasn't it good?
Wasn't good game. Yeah, but they tried, and valiant effort for them.
Yeah.
They had a lot of cool things in that game. Like they had a parkour system like Titanfall.
Yep.
So Titanfall may have been.
I remember that game was
pretty
featured on
good
the
here.
cover of Game Informer before it came out. I'm like, this looks pretty cool. And I
It's
never heard
really
anything
cool.
about it
Yeah,
until,
'cause it
believe it or not,
sucks.
like
It was
6 months
it
ago, I heard
wasn't
it
like
sucked.
when I remember playing it. It's not like it was like, oh god, this has got off. I was like, this game's pretty average. Like I was not enthused at all playing it.
They tried to weave a story into that multiplayer where you would pick a faction and the two factions would be
I
going at
remember
each other.
doing that. Yep.
So yeah, if Titanfall, and that's a cool concept. So Brink tried to do it. Titanfall kind of tried to do it, not as like in the same fashion as Brink, but yeah, I feel like Titanfall
They have a real chance.
They need to embrace what they did because they're talented enough to do it. I mean,
Just
they're
build on
very
it.
talented.
If they're gonna go full
developers.
multiplayer, they need to nail it. They need to make it like a massive, like just a complex system of multiplayer modes. Like there was
I
not
agree with
enough
that.
stuff to do in the multiplayer.
I agree with that.
There was
that's
not
why
enough
people
content.
Gave up on it, which is why I think people want single player mode because it was kind of just If there was a good single player mode like we've been talking about and stuff, I don't think it would have half the problems. I think people would more be like complaining about there's not enough weapons, there's not enough that. I mean, people are always going to complain about something. Yeah, but that's a better problem saying there's not enough weapons than like there's nothing to do. Now.
Yeah.
I've done it all a million times before, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd much rather have that complaint than the latter. So yep.
Nice.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think that's gonna wrap it up tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
What do you think?
I mean, I thought it was a great conversation.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, had some good discussions tonight.
Yeah, and I thoroughly enjoyed Zachary Bynum joining us.
Yeah, it was a
Finally
pleasure.
be here.
That was a fun.
Finally.
Hopefully, we can make you more of a regular here.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
so. I'm hoping my work schedule will change. I'll have Sundays off now.
Yeah, that'd be
That'd be nice.
beautiful.
That would be absolutely fantastic.
Either that, or we could shoot on a different day. I mean, I'd
can't-
like you to be here.
Sundays are the only days I can shoot, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully, if I can get this new job, I'll be off at 6. So
That would be awesome.
Sunday nights will be open.
We could be the 4 best guys
Yeah.
of the obvious gaming crew.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, check out. We'll have a link below for our SoundCloud if you want to listen to the entirety of everything, so you don't have to go between part 1, part 2, and part 3 to get the entire thing. I don't know anything about SoundCloud. That's this guy, so I'm assuming the link will be in the
I write
description.
fat beats, Stallion.
Check out my
It's
SoundCloud.
called It's Obvious Beats, baby. No, but yeah, SoundCloud. We'll have every Friday we upload the full audio version of the podcast. So for people that just prefer listening to our stupid voices instead of looking at our stupid faces the whole time, broken up into parts, then
That's me.
yeah.
That's for me.
it is available to people that like that. Which, like you said, I also just like listening to podcasts while I'm driving.
People
and stuff,
like
so.
watching too, so that's why we're here.
Yep, that's why we do both.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it was great.
Yeah, good. I had fun tonight,
Yeah,
guys.
it was a blast.
I'm
yeah.
really
Very
tired. I don't know
fun.
about y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pretty
same
tired.
here.
so hungry.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll go eat and go sleep, and do all the stuff
That we do.
Do our
that we
thing.
do. But yeah, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. But please comment, for the love of God.
Yeah, I don't care what you say. Please say something.
Yes, that would be awesome. Just somebody have a conversation. We really are passionate about this, and we want to have a community. I know we're early. This is our 4th week. We've been doing this for about a month, and I know that to really gain popularity and to grow an audience and stuff, you really have to keep at it, and we are, because we're passionate about this. But yeah, guys, if you we're definitely not going anywhere, and if you enjoy this, please let us know so we can continue going with a smile on our face and stuff. So yeah, again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I guess we will see you next week on the It's Obvious podcast. See ya.
See ya.